Let's go back in time a little bit to the PT Cruiser. Now, the PT Cruiser, I don't know, it seemed like sort of a cool, good idea for, what, about the first 4 months of production? And then 10 years later, when it's seriously not a good idea anymore, somebody at General Motors said,
I believe that the PT Cruiser is sort of a corny affectation for people who are trying to relive a time that never existed.
Just like clockwork, PT Cruisers started showing up in Lemons way back when. About the same period of time later, we got an HHR.
The Chevy HHR is heavy, boxy, and retro-styled, which is why it's called HHR. And High Roof Racing in Lemons is a team full of General Motors engineers. Now, what do you start with in Lemons if you're a General Motors engineer? A Honda. But they decided that Honda's reputation for reliability just couldn't compete with GM's reputation for bad ideas. So they searched Facebook Marketplace and found this cursed bread box, and it's got 200,000 miles. It was wrecked and poorly fixed, but it is an SS model.
SS, that's always good, especially when on the drive home, it blows a head gasket. But before we even talk about that, let's actually talk about the HHR SS in context. So, you remember a while ago when Congress was yelling at General Motors, saying things like, look, dudes, you gotta be responsible. Like, you gotta get your act together. You gotta start making reasonable cars that reasonable people want to buy. And General Motors' response was, let's make a 250 horsepower PT Cruiser copy. Yeah, that time. I mean, they tried to pot it off as like a statement car. I think the statement was like, no further questions, please.
As we said before, HHR means heavy, boxy, and retro-styled. Another thing it is tall. And when you've got 250 horsepower in a little tiny car, what else do you want? A really high center of gravity.
Yeah, that's why this team is called High Roof Racing, HHR. They are staunch defenders of this car, by the way. I mean, they walk around the pits like, it went to the Nürburgring, and this is a show car. They love this thing. How do they know it's a show car? Well, they're General Motors engineers, so they went on the internet and typed in the VIN. Turns out, yes, this was an actual show car at the San Jose Auto Show. They've really leaned into that special nature. They're always cleaning it, showing it off, telling everybody how great this car is. And for good measure, they have completely stripped all the teeth off the gears many times.
Possibly one of the reasons for all of that transmission destruction is the output of the stock 2-liter turbocharged Ecotec engine, which is an LNF.
No shit.
Of course, they eventually blew up the motor too, and now it's got a motor out of a junkyard Buick Regal. They're General Motors engineers racing in Michigan, so they've dressed it up with an impeccable tool-time Binford parts van theme, because who better to embody questionable engineering than Tim the Tool Man Taylor?
They turned it into a panel van, for better aerodynamics and weight distribution.
Right.
Now, despite all the weirdness, this has turned out to be not a terrible race car. They actually won a Class C. They got moved up into Class B, and amazingly, they actually won a Class B, and now we're just waiting for an overall win for this thing. A horrible Hooptie victory. HHR.
Every second you don't subscribe or watch one of these videos, another Vega is sent to the crusher. Won't you help us save Classic?